Okay, ladies, we are back. You're not on yet, but you will be. So live is starting completely over for anybody who watches the replay after live is over. That is the recap.
We're going to quickly jump back in for you. In case you're just joining for the first time this evening, we are going to work with nail crystals tonight and our color Perfectly Plum. We're going to start with our Ready, Set, and our Shine. These are the liquids you'll need, your Peppi liquids, to get the perfect Peppi cure. Just going to set these out of the way while I describe a few other things you'll need to start the perfect Peppi, ladies. All right, you're going to need a duster brush. Everybody needs a lovely, beautiful duster brush. You need a buffer block, your color of choice, which again, tonight we're working with Perfectly Plum. And then my favorite part this evening is nail crystals. You're going to need a wax stick to pick up the crystals. This is the kind I'm choosing. And we are working with Swarovski crystals tonight. These bad boys are beautiful. They came from Michael's in the craft section where the jewelry's at to pull off this beautiful bedazzled finger. So I've done this to other people. Definitely wanted to do it to myself tonight. So I'm going to show you guys how to achieve that. But before we get started, let me just show you something about my fingernails. Some people are like, oh, well, my nails are too thin. There's no way something like this might work for me. But let me tell you, you're wrong. I've got good news. My own nails, if you can see, bend right over. They're super thin, but look at how long they are. So Peppi is just a lifesaver for me. I'm able to grow my own beautiful fingernails on my own. So these are my own nails before and after. I wanted to show you guys, in case you are on the fence, exactly what my nails look like before Peppi. But you can see they're my own nails. They're clean, healthy, and shaped. They're ready for an awesome adventure tonight.
All right, ladies, make sure you guys are sharing and starting a watch party. And if you guys don't remember, from 2 Fridays ago, we had Free Ship Friday. And we promised a giveaway for Free Ship Friday. So make sure you hang in there because we are going to do that live on camera at the end of this video. So make sure you stay tuned.
All right, ladies, so we're starting with our Ready. We always recommend 3 dips of your color. I do things just slightly different because of my thin fingernails. I find that it's best to do 1 dip of clear or French pink before you start your color dip process. So I actually put a dip of clear or French pink, tonight we're working with clear, as my base before I start my 3 regular dips. So I'm going to do 4 dips, but it's still thin. It just helps me grow my nails without them flexing, so you get this beautiful length. So you can always try that as well. Just go very thin with your first liquid coat for your clear.
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Hannah. All right, ladies, just to recap, I'm going to walk Maggie through while she is doing her Peppi cure, just so she can work on that. But she is doing a base of clear as her very first dip. This helps her nails to be a little bit stronger than if she were to do just 3 dips of color. And the clear is really nice for this if you have thin nails, same as Maggie, because it adds that extra strength without actually making your Peppi cure too thick. Because there's no pigment in the clear, it's a very, very thin powder. So it just gives that little extra strength that's really good if you have thin, bendy nails like Maggie. So with the first dip of clear, she is going to go all the way up, stopping a hairline before the cuticle. Again, it is thin enough to do this, so that is the method that she's going with this evening.
And then we'll jump right into the color, ladies.
So go ahead.
Yeah, stay tuned for the crystal action later, too.
Yeah, if you guys want to see crystals. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Nellie. Yeah, if you have thin nails, go ahead and add that layer of clear as your base.
So when you dip, ladies, dip in at an angle, nice and slow. Pause, pull out, and tap. Don't be too quick with your dipping action or flat or whatnot. To get the perfect dip, it is best to go in nice and slow at an angle. So as you can see, going in nice and slow at an angle. I'm pausing, pulling out, tapping off the loose powder. I'm going to set this aside real quick. Clean my surface a little bit. Now you're going to use your duster brush. Knock off the loose powder. That way you prevent carrying extra powder into your Peppi gel number 1. So now we're right into the fun part, which is going to be the color.
Perfectly plum.
Beautiful color.
So let me show them a close-up real quick since I have a good view here. So here's a close-up of Perfectly Plum, ladies. This is a really great fall color. Of course, it looks a little bit darker on the nails because once the powder gets wet with the liquid, it's just like any other powder. It's going to darken a shade or two.
So this one also has a slight shimmer, not a lot, just a slight shimmer, so it's not completely flat, but a little hard to see because it's so dark. So my ring finger is going to be all clear. The rest of my fingers are going to be Perfectly Plum. I'm going to do 3 dips the rest of the way through my fingers. But I'm going to continue the process of what we recommend. On my first dip of my color, I am going to go about 3/4 of the way down the fingernail. This is done to help prevent any lifting. That way you're not going too thick with all of your powder down at the cuticle base. Again, end at an angle, nice and slow. Pause, pull it out, tap it off.
Hi, Morgan. Morgan's a first-time viewer. Thanks for joining us on live tonight. Amy, I am wearing your a limited edition with the referral color, Manny Thanks. So make sure you guys are sending your friends to Peppi so you can get that color for free.
So ladies, do us a massive favor tonight. Hit that share button and start those watch parties because we have a giveaway this evening.
The giveaway is for the free ship Friday thing, though. Just so you guys know. Which I'll remind you what it's about if you forgot. All right, ladies. So again, Maggie is doing her second dip into
First dip, color.
Second dip into Perfectly Plum. The first dip was clear. The second dip is now her first dip of color. She will do a total of 3 dips of color just like normal. So again, nothing's going to change other than adding that extra clear base underneath the nail, or underneath Perfectly Plum, sorry. And she's going up, stopping about 90% up the nail just to eliminate any thickness near the cuticle line so you have a nice natural thin look.
So do we have any ladies on that were in Birmingham, Alabama? Anybody come visit us or brand new? I'm curious to see any newbies from Alabama.
Well, Jessie is excited that she gets to watch tonight. Thanks for joining us, girl. Camellia, what we mean by 4 dips, we're talking about how many times we dip into powder. So Maggie has 1 dip of clear on all her fingers. And then on the 4 fingers that is not the ring finger, sorry, I can't talk, it's such a tongue twister. She's doing 3 more dips with the color Perfectly Plum that she's using, and on the ring finger she's going to continue to use clear because she's putting crystals on top. So when we talk about dips, it's just how many times we are dipping into whatever color we are using. And generally, most of us are doing 3 dips, but sometimes we need a little extra strength. So tonight we are doing 4.
But not 4 dips of color, ladies.
Yeah, 4 dips total. 3 color, 1 of clear. And just remember, ladies, clear has no pigment in it, which makes it a nice thin powder to use as a base or even as a top coat. Emily, welcome to Peppi. She says she's fairly new and already has 10 colors.
Welcome, girl.
Yes, Perfectly Plum is a really good fall color. Kimberly, no. Again, it's not going to make the nails thick. The clear powder has no pigment in it. And as long as you're controlling your liquid base and applying it nice and thin, that's going to help you keep your overall appearance very thin. The level of thickness is truly related to how heavy you apply your base, because if you apply a lot more base, you're going to soak up a lot more powder. So if you apply a little bit of base, you're going to soak less powder into the nail.
So I'm on my second dip of the color.
This time going all the way up and stopping a hairline before the cuticle, which is super important, ladies. Like if you have to stop a hairline before the cuticle if you want to prevent lifting. If you apply Peppi gel on your cuticle, you are guaranteed to have lifting during growth, as there will be a natural gap between the nail bed and the product as it grows out. So make sure you always stop a hairline before the cuticle. Deborah says, I got my starter kit at the Birmingham Women's Show on Sunday. Loved meeting y'all. Deborah, we love meeting you too, girl. Thanks for coming.
Welcome to the family.
Make sure you check out our group if you're new on Facebook called Peppi Gel Dip Powder Tips and Tricks. There's a lot of great info in there for you. Hi, Cassandra. Haven't talked to you in a while, girl. I hope all's well.
So ladies, in between dips, make sure you knock off the loose excess powder. That way you're preventing carrying powder into your number one. So on our third and final dip of our color tonight, we did a dip of clear beforehand. So this time again, we're going all the way down to the cuticle, leaving a hairline gap.
Heather says, why clear on the bottom versus the top? I always do clear on top. It seems to add shine. So Heather, that is a really great point. You can do it both ways. For me, I'll answer for me personally, and then I'll let Maggie answer why she chooses to do it that way. For me, if I'm going to use clear with a heavy glitter, I actually do clear on the bottom and clear on top for the extra shine. And then I, like yourself, I do like clear on top every now and then because it is like a top coat and regular polish. It will create a little bit more shine. But honestly, I think it boils down to personal preference. I don't know. What do you think, Maggie?
I like, if I'm using clear as something to strengthen my nails, I'm putting it on the bottom because I just don't want to interfere with my color. So I use clear for the purpose of strengthening, not nail art. I use it for nail art too, but in this particular example, I'm using clear as my strengthener. So I'm going to put it as my first coat.
Yeah, so definitely it's just a personal preference, ladies. Ashley, all the way up if you're using it as a base or even as a top coat. Samantha, yes, this purple is gorgeous. So Maggie is on her third and final dip with Perfectly Plum, right? Is that what we're using? Yeah, I don't know why I keep going blank on that one. She is on her third and final dip, and again, going all the way up, stopping a hairline before the cuticle. Holly said you missed your middle finger. Is that her accent finger? I think she dipped it, right?
I dipped it.
Yeah.
I think I dipped it.
I'm pretty sure she dipped it. I wasn't watching though. I was actually reading comments.
Might be a little tired tonight if I did forget it.
Yeah, ladies, don't mind us. We literally
sluggish.
Drove
Yeah, I think I did
quite a
miss it,
ways,
actually.
and we didn't get home until 1:30 this morning from Birmingham, Alabama, and straight to work today. So we are a little bit sluggish.
Thank you, girl. I did forget my middle finger. I can tell.
Oh, she says she did forget it.
Because I have no loose powder hanging out anywhere. Woo!
All right, ladies, she's getting it.
Thanks for having my back tonight, ladies. I appreciate it. All right, so we're going to set our colors aside because we're done with them. Going to knock off all the excess powder. Now we're going to go in with our first coat of our set, our Peppi Gel number 2. This is what hardens your Peppi Gel to your fingernail. Then I'm going to continually walk you through up to getting to the point of applying your nail crystals. On your entire finger, by the way. Too much fun.
Yes, Perfectly Plum is so pretty. Everybody needs it. It is perfect for fall, for sure. Camellia just joined the group. I'm getting a couple questions on removal. Ladies, removal is super easy. You're just going to basically use warmed up acetone, and the product's going to melt right off your fingers within about 5 minutes or so. But if you join our group or check out our YouTube page, there is a video tutorial to show you exactly how to do it.
All right, so we're waiting 40 seconds, a minute here. And then I'm going to start buffing with our awesome buffer block. Not really, it's just a buffer block, but it sounded cool. So we're going to start off with our buffer block tonight to smooth them out, and we'll shape them up a little bit more.
But we do have awesome buffer blocks.
We do. They're killer and amazing.
We have brand new ones are about to release soon too that have the Peppi logo on them. So I like them.
I'm just a little punchy tonight. I can't help it.
Here, let me get up here.
I got dust everywhere.
Yeah, that's what happens when you play with nails.
Glitter everywhere. Poof. All right, so we're going to jump right into the buffing process. I buff generously. I like this buffer block better.
Alright, so after you apply your first round of number 2, you are going to wait about a minute or so the number 2 can work its magic and bond the base and the powder together. And then you're going to go ahead and buff your nails. At this point, you can be rough on your nails because the whole point is to smooth them out and create that perfect seamless finish that we're all going for. So go ahead and buff them up and don't be afraid to be rough with them. Lynn, we're using Perfectly Plum and Clear this evening. Holly, yes, that is the goal for that.
I'm just getting all the way around the finger. I'm using this smooth part to get down up around my cuticle.
And ladies, the more you practice using your Peppi Gel dip powder system, and the thinner you apply your base, the more control of the liquid you're going to have, which means when it comes time to buff your nails or use a drill if you prefer, the work you do is going to be very minimal. Also, another trick to teach you guys is notice how Maggie is keeping the purple side of the buffer block to her cuticle. This is super important into making sure your cuticles stay nice and don't get hit with the sanding part of the buffer to where you can potentially, obviously, scratch them up a little bit. So always keep the buffer side of the buffer towards your cuticle, just to keep everything looking nice in that area.
Be kind to those cuticles. Don't want them to be rough.
Yes, Samantha, once the powder's set, go ahead and buff. You don't have to be so gentle with it. And with glitter, like I was mentioning earlier, I prefer to seal my glitter in with clear so I can buff as much as I want without affecting the glitter. But if you don't have clear and you don't want to put clear on, you can buff just as hard on the glitter. Just know that some of the flakes can turn silver during buffing. Not all of them, but it'll just change the way the final color looks a little bit. So depending whatever look you're going for, there's no right or wrong to either way of doing it. That will determine, which way you go.
So now I'm just shaping up the sides of my finger, getting where the buffer block could not reach. And then I'm going to go ahead and shape each finger as well. So I'm just doing the finishing touches here.
Janet, yeah, you can say everybody knows the September colors now, which might actually be my next Peppi cure, to be honest, because those colors are amazing. And if you guys aren't familiar with our mystery boxes, you can subscribe to them, and they contain 2 colors that have never been seen or released into the Peppi collection, nor will they be released in the future. And it also includes a free gift in the box as well that can range anywhere from $10 to $20 in value. Subscriptions do open up on the 10th, which is 2 days from now. So if you aren't subscribed, make sure you go to the website on the 10th so you can get subscribed. And for those of you that are subscribed, just a reminder that your auto pay is taken out on the 12th.
And it's good for the following month's box.
Yes, you're always 1 month ahead on your auto pay. So when the auto pay comes out in 4 days, you're actually paying for November's box.
All right, ladies, the fun begins. At least my favorite part tonight is the crystals. So we've used clear, so that way it's just the base for my nail crystals. I'm working with 2 colors, which I could have done a better job at picking 2 different colors. One's a rainbow holographic, one's clear, and then rainbow, clear, rainbow, and then so on. So they don't really appear that way on my finger, which is a little bit sad, but that's okay. Did the best I could to pick them out tonight. I'm using a cap to a juice. That's what I have right now. My water bottle got chucked. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put some number 1 down onto this cap here for me to work with, so I'm not messing with my bottle, potentially contaminating the liquid. So I'm just gonna drop some number 1 down on the lid of my juice container.
Camellia, yes, Peppi Gel is a small business owned by myself and by Maggie. We are just a 2-woman-owned business. We are not corporate at all. We've been in business for just a little over 3 years as well.
All right, so I'm going to start picking up the crystal sizes I would like to work with my wax stick. When I cover my whole nail, I'm going to start from one corner and work my way down. And then I just kind of dip.
Can you scoot up a little? There you go.
I just kind of use the wax stick and I dip the crystal into the liquid. So I'm working with currently, again, my first color, my wax stick, and I'm picking up my number 1.
Yes, if you guys have been wanting to use crystals, definitely watch this. This is a really good method that Maggie is doing, picking up the crystal with her wax stick, dipping it in the excess number 1 on the cap that she's using on the side, and then just sticking it right onto the nail. Perfect and smooth. Looks really good.
Easy application and nice and blingy. Perfect for me. Loud and fun.
So make sure you guys are staying on. We have the Free Ship Friday giveaway coming up here in a little bit. And I know the winner is not going to want to miss out. I'm actually going to choose the winner on live. You guys get to watch how I do it.
So ladies, as you can tell, I did my buffing, I did my shaping. I have not put my last coat of number 2 on. I will explain why here shortly, because I use my number 2. I use my top coat to seal my crystals in. So I haven't put my top coat on, nor my last coat of 2, and I'll show you how to achieve that here shortly.
Katie, we do not sell the wax sticks, no.
But you can get them on Amazon.
Amazon is life. Camellia, thank you, girl. Yeah, if you haven't gotten a kit yet, make sure you use the code THANKYOU20 and you get 20% off your first starter kit. Holly, yes, for Free Ship Friday, you had to buy something that day and post a comment with a picture on our thread of your shopping cart to be entered. So if you guys didn't see the post, unfortunately, you are not in the drawing, but you will be next time when we do it again because you won't forget.
But still stay on and hang out with
Yeah,
us.
stay on and hang out.
Because you can't miss these finished crystal nails. I'm just picking up the ones I want to use. Then I'm using my other end of my wax stick to guide them in place. So if you've never used crystals before, I challenge you to try them out and post a picture of your Peppi Cure with crystals. It is not hard, I promise. It's super easy and definitely a lot of fun. So I'm just, again, I put some number 1 on the end of a lid. Whoops. And that way it makes it easy to pick up the crystals with the wax stick, and then I maneuver them in place with the opposite side.
I'm loving these new backdrops. They look really nice. Ladies, we got these new backdrops and they look so nice. They're just clean, and I feel like you can see the nails a little bit better tonight. Maybe it's just me. What do you guys think? I do think we might want one more light though, just in case. All right, ladies, so we're still working on the crystal nail hair.
We're going to be
along,
working on it for a few minutes.
just for a couple of minutes.
So you can see I'm just going in rows with the crystals. That's my goal, is to just cover the whole nail in nice, as even rows as I possibly can. Oops. And I got my crystals from Michael's. They are Swarovski. I like working with Swarovski crystals just because the shine is just phenomenal.
Yep. So somebody asked where were the crystals from. Just letting you guys, I'm just going to repeat that real quick just in case. They are Swarovski crystals from Michael's, the craft store. But I'm sure you can get them in other places as well.
Yeah, just about any craft store and like the jewelry section has them, ladies.
Yeah, everybody is liking the new backdrop. Thanks, ladies. I was so excited, so I'm glad you guys are liking it. Does the number one dry on the lid? I feel like I would have to keep applying it. Eventually, yes, it will dry, but it's not super, super fast unless you're like out in the heat or something, then it would be fast.
I also put a thick layer of number one on that lid, ladies.
Yeah, she put quite a bit on.
It does naturally dry fast, but not with the amount that I applied to the lid.
So go heavy when you're doing it like that.
Always recommend using a lid. That way you're not in and out of your jar with the wax stick and the crystals and messing up or contaminating anything. It's not a bad idea to use the lid of a water bottle or whatever you're choosing to use. Beautiful.
Ladies, let us know if you have any questions. That's what we're here for on Tutorial Tuesday. We are here to answer any questions that you guys have. And we do this every week at 8:30 on Tuesdays because we want to make sure that you are getting the absolute best use out of your kit, and our goal is to teach you to be your own nail pro. Jennifer, Maggie's nails are real. There are no tips on underneath.
Except one.
Oh, there is one tip.
There is one. I had a very not so fun experience this afternoon. So we're unloading the trailer and a big old box went whoop. And I went yelp. So one. I do have one in case people are looking and seeing. There is one. But they're all mine for the most part. Dropping these crystals in place.
So when you are working with nail art, it's very important that you are cautious with outside product contamination. And what we mean by that is anything that's not a part of the actual Peppi gel system puts your liquids at risk. So the reason why Maggie is doing her base the way that she is on the lid and dabbing it over is so it doesn't contaminate her number one bottle, because she's using outside products. And the same thing with your number 3. If you're doing stamping or decals or any of that stuff, just be careful and make sure you're wiping your nails to eliminate any residue transfer, especially if you're doing using your number 2 after you do a decal, because that residue will sit on the decal. And we all know the number 2 cures the whole entire dip system, so you want to be careful and make sure you're eliminating any residue. So hopefully that makes sense. If you're new, we will help you if it doesn't, but we will go into more depth here in a little bit when Maggie does her shine coat.
Just getting everything lined up. And its little home.
You got some bling going on over there.
In love with it, ladies.
And because someone has asked, I will show you mine again while Maggie's doing her crystals without messing her up. I am wearing your limited edition, and the October referral color, Manny Thinks. So you cannot buy this glitter color. You have to refer a Peppi babe with your referral code from your Peppi Points account and earn Manny Thanks sample for free. Thank you, Melissa. Joni, why don't you put a coat of number 1 on your nail and then put the crystals on the nail? If Maggie were to put a coat of number 1 on her nail first, it would dry much faster than it does on the lid.
It wouldn't give me... I've done it both ways.
You just wouldn't have enough time to get it all. Layering base after base would make the nail much thicker. So this is definitely the better method of getting the crystals on your nails.
Now, if you're just doing like 3 or 4 crystals, 5, fine. You can do it that way. But if you're trying to cover a whole nail... Ooh, that was almost tragic. I almost knocked the whole thing of crystals in my lap. These little bad boys like to jump around like little beans, ladies. Trying to be very careful with them.
Madeline, yes. No matter what you use, always wipe your nails off just to be safe.
All right, now we're on the side. We're on the home stretch.
Heather, go ahead.
Then I'll show you ladies how to seal them in.
Heather, yes, the referral color is new. It just kicked off 8 days ago. So it's only valid for the month of October. So if you refer anybody in October to become a Peppi babe and they get their starter kit, you will get a code for a free Manny Thanks color. And I gotta be real, ladies, like that glitter color is amazing. I got so many compliments on it at the Birmingham show and online. So you definitely are gonna wanna get your hands on it because it is not for sale. You have to only get it through referrals, or you can only get it through referrals, sorry. Joni got her Manny Thanks yesterday. Girl, you better use it. It's so pretty. Hi, Angie. Welcome to Peppi.
Voila. Ding, ding, ding. All right, now I'm just going to trim down the tip a little bit where the crystals aren't.
Hope you're not in frame. There you go.
Actually, I have to put some little guys at the top.
Angie, if you haven't gotten a Peppi starter kit yet and you're interested, you can get one with the code THANKYOU20 and it'll get you 20% off your very first starter kit. Michelle, yes, those are our new files and we're getting ready to release them. We're so excited. They're really nice, especially like getting around the cuticle area if you make a boo-boo. Like that curved shape at the top really helps. You have a crystal stuck under your nail.
Look at that bling, ladies. I've completely blinged an entire ring finger with Swarovski crystals. So I'm going to show you how to finish the process. Clean those little guys up later. I don't like to waste my Swarovski crystals. I save every last one I can. All right, so now we are going to go in with our second coat of our number 2. And you're going to go ahead and cover the entire crystal fingernail with your number 2, just like you would your regular finger. Because I am going to use my number 3 to seal those crystals down flat to the finger so they don't go anywhere. I want them to be there solid. So now we're going to wait our most popular step of number 2, 2 minutes, ladies. Got to wait 2 whole minutes.
I will time you.
Yes, please set a timer because 2 minutes feels a lot longer.
A lot shorter than it is.
Shorter than it is. So we've got our Swarovski bling. What do you ladies think of that crystal fingernail? We've got one on each hand with this beautiful, perfectly plumb. What is your opinion on the crystal? Would you guys use a full finger of Swarovski crystals?
Adriana, Maggie used the number 1 to put her crystals on. And Camellia, yes, if you want to keep your nails matte, you can stop at this point after your second number 2. or you can get any matte top coat from any store and apply it over your finished Peppi gel. Joni, no, it does not. It actually helps to hold them in and shine them up a little bit more. Adriana, the crystals came from Michael's craft store. Katrina, yes. If the number 2 gets on your finger, it's not a huge deal. But if you get number 1 or number 3 on your fingers, it is a bigger deal because those liquids will stay wherever they are applied.
We're on the countdown, the 2-minute countdown.
You got 1 more minute, or maybe a little less, but about a minute.
See, ladies, right about now I would have felt like I was done, but I'm definitely not.
So let's recap real quick. The reason why we wait 2 minutes after we apply number 2 is because the number 2 set bottle is the curing agent of the whole dip system. So what that means is if you don't give the number 2 enough time to absorb into the nails, you're putting your number 3 liquid at risk. So you need the number 2 to absorb in that full 2 minutes before you apply the 3. Your 2 minutes is up.
Ding, ding. Wipe all your fingernails with a paper towel, ladies. Stuff's important in case you have any loose number 2 hanging out.
Get that residue off. Don't want to carry it back into your number 3 bottle. Eliza says, I work in a doctor's office, wash my hands all day. Do you think the crystals would last on me?
If you seal them in with your number 3, they will not go anywhere until you soak them off. So that's why I did the 2, then the 3, because the 3 is just going to set these bad boys. They're just not going to move.
Okay, so Maggie has applied her number 2, waited 2 minutes, wiped her nails with the paper towel to eliminate any residue transfer, is now applying her number 3, wiping her brush on a different spot of the paper towel after each nail to again eliminate any residue going back into the number 3 bottle. If you notice, she's going fairly quickly, only doing 2 to 3 quick strokes on each nail, as it is the first barrier contact layer with the number 3. And then she's going to go ahead and go back in right away and apply her second layer of shine. Her second layer of shine is her final layer of Peppi, and the final thing you need to have, obviously, the perfect shiny nails.
So ladies, I'm again using my number 3 to completely seal my crystals down because I don't want them to go anywhere. And we're on the 2-minute countdown. 2 minutes till these beautiful nails are dry. Fully crystalled fingernail.
Okay, so real quick, while we're on the number 3 topic, I just want to go over something really fast while Maggie's nails dry. For any ladies that are new, we never wipe the brush on the top rim of the bottle or on the neck on either the number 1 or the number 3. We always use the inside wiper that you can see in the neck of the bottle to get the excess liquid off the brush for a thin application. So the reason for this is on the 1 and the 3, if you get liquid on the top of the bottle or the neck of the bottle, you will seal your bottle shut and you won't be able to get it open. So it is very important that you are very cautious with those. So we got about another 1.5 minutes or so, and Maggie's nails will be completely dry, and she will show you the dry test when they are. The little clink clink.
Get those crystals, ladies. I am so ecstatic tonight. I'm madly in love. Little rainbow action, little clear action. I stood at the crystals forever. There were so many colors to pick from. I just didn't know what to do.
Lisa, you can order the liquids separately. You can find them on the website under accessories. So you got about another minute and then you'll be completely dry. But while we are waiting for Maggie's nails to dry, let's go ahead and get this giveaway going. I almost forgot. Uh-oh, where'd my tab go? No, I had this already. It better not be disappeared. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so sad. a problem.
So we're almost dry, ladies. Used crystals instead of color. Oh, I love it. I want to do it again sometime soon.
Okay, ladies, we did. I'm going to put the computer right here while you dry, if you don't mind.
We're dry. I'm going to put some lotion on while we do this.
All right, ladies. I'm so excited for whoever wins. Let me put the camera up so you guys can see. So I like to use a site called random.org because it makes this completely fair. And I know everybody's names are showing. And if you're a private person, I'm very sorry, but this is the only way I can prove to be fair. So I take everybody who entered in on the Free Ship Friday contest. So what it was 2 Fridays ago, we had free shipping. And we did a post in the Facebook group. And we said, if you comment with a picture of what you ordered in your shipping or your order confirmation and showed us what was in your cart, we would do a contest where one person could win their cart for free. So not everybody saw this, unfortunately, so I'm very sorry in advance. But these are the ladies who did see it, so I'm going to go ahead and pick us a winner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the again button right down here that you can see. I'm going to hit it 3 times, and what that's going to do, it's going to reorganize the names, and whoever's name is on the top is going to be the lucky babe who gets her cart for free. So 1, 2, and 3. So Paige Lavulo, you won your free ship Friday cart for free, girl, so we will refund that order to you. All right,
ladies, let's show you the final product. We are done and bedazzled this evening, and we want to thank you all for tuning in to our Tutorial Tuesday, and we cannot wait to talk to you guys and see you again later.
See you next week, ladies.
Bye.
Good night.